First, let me tell you that if a person has a strong unsatisfied desire, I think everybody has some kind of a desire. Unsatisfied. It's not just one person. Most people have. So, it depends on what kind of desire. Is it a desire that is going to disrupt your spiritual life? Or is it a minor desire which will not interfere with your spiritual life? In that case, we don't even have to consider this question. Like, I have this strong desire to have coffee every day. It doesn't interfere with your sadhana. You can carry on having your coffee. But if that strong desire becomes a strong desire to drink vodka every day, there we need to watch what's happening and see what we can do about it. So, it's not a question of all desires, it's a question of what desires and how they are linked to your sadhana. That's the most important thing. Okay. Now, if you have a strong desire for a certain kind of food, for instance, is that an obstacle to your sadhana or not? This is what we have to see. If it is, then we need to work on how to get out of it. There are two ways of getting out of it. One is by, if you have a strong will, few people can do that. You completely avoid it, you don't look in that direction, you break it totally. Now this is very difficult for most people to do. So, in the ancient Tantra Shastras, they went and discovered another method, which is, Tantra is defined as yoga bhovayate, that means yoga through bhoga, yoga through enjoyment. So that doesn't mean that Tantra is orgies in the regular orgies in the cremation grounds. It means understanding the fact that very few people can actually get rid of their desires, which are an obstacle to the path. Otherwise, it's okay. If you have a desire to buy a Buick and it doesn't interfere with your sadhana, that's fine. As long as you don't murder somebody to buy it, then you're okay. But desires, certain deep-seated desires, especially of sexual nature and food habits and so on. So Tantra says that you get rid of them by first enjoying it, because most people cannot totally get rid of it by abandoning it or avoiding it. So, because in this world it's difficult to avoid. Look at the ads and the world we live in, it's difficult to avoid. So, see them? Maybe there are ways and means by which you enjoy it, and then if you're seriously enjoying it, to come out of it, not otherwise. If you're enjoying it for enjoying sake, then there is no hope of coming out. But if you feel that it is going to be an obstacle and you want to come out of it, that's the first thing, that I want to come out of it. Then you enjoy it, keeping in mind that you're doing it so that tomorrow it shouldn't become so obsessive that you're not able to move towards your spiritual journey. Then it's allowed. But then it's nice to have a teacher with you who knows how to pull you out of it. Because what happens usually, like for instance, the desire for alcohol, it's habit producing. Once you have it's chemical, you want to have it again and again and again. In this case, if you really want to practice Tantra, it is very, very difficult and dangerous unless you have a teacher who knows how to pull you out of it. If the teacher himself is stuck in it, you're done. It's finished. But if that teacher is not a person who is a habitual drunkard, and if he drinks only once in a while and is able to coordinate and see what the disciple is doing, then it is possible for him to give him something to drink, and then before he gets completely addicted, to pull the person out of that. This is food for thought, so keep looking at it carefully to find out how to get out of it. If you want to get out of it, that's the key point. If you don't want to get out of it, this question doesn't apply.